Good morning, everyone. I am really excited this morning because this morning we are going to be talking face masks. And why are we talking face masks? It's early, I'm cranky, but I'm actually really excited because I fell asleep last night watching K-pop Demon Hunters. And if you've never seen it, that's fine. Just know that I have that song Golden, like raging through my nerves. So we're going to do this. I'm really excited. And also, it is super cold outside. I live in San Francisco, but we've got the fog coming in. I think it's supposed to rain later today. And we are like in a forever fall. And we've actually named our fog. His name is Carl. He has his own Instagram page. I'll link that below. But so even though I was 15 years living and working in New York City, I've gotten soft now. So even the mildest temperature change, I don't want to go outside. Winnie has burrowed herself under the covers. So we don't want to go out. We don't want to do anything. But I thought this was actually kind of the perfect morning to do a face mask. So before we hard launch into my face mask Rolodex, let me introduce myself. My name is Lauren. Hi, I'm the Mirror Hero. And what is a mirror hero? Well, a mirror hero is somebody who rescues himself each and every night before they go to sleep and who shows up for themselves and has their own back each and every morning, especially on those tough days when you really need yourself the most. So welcome if you're new here, and let's get started. So when I said Rolodex, as you can see, I am very organized. These are all of my face masks, and I thought we could get ready together, and I'll put on one of my eye masks because it's a little bit difficult to talk in a full-on face mask, but I'll put on one of my eye masks and I can kind of walk you through some top choices, top picks, any kind of special, unique face masks that I kind of wanted to highlight. And let's get started. So every morning when I wake up, I don't exactly wash my face because I shower at night, but I do need some kind of rinse, just to get off all the skincare that I've put on the night before. So what I typically do is I have my trusty little steamer baby, and I feel like I need to name him at this point because he's just so precious to me. But so I get a hand towel and I get a washcloth. And I just wet the washcloth really quick, and then I wring it out, roll it up like so. I take the top off, I plop it in, and then I turn it on. Now, the exact amount of time that it takes me to brush my teeth is actually the exact amount of time that it takes for my little towel to warm up. So that's what we're going to do. I will fast forward through this. You don't need to see this, but I'm going to brush my teeth, and I will meet you right back here. Okay, I've turned this off, and because I don't feel like absolutely scalding my hands to get this towel, I have my trusty little chopstick, and I go in. There's actually a little loop on the edge of this washcloth, and I just air it out a little bit because it is quite steamy, and then I just go in, wipe down all of the skincare and the serums and the tretinoin and everything that hasn't sunk in from the night before. I just wash it away. So I've got a clean slate this morning and it feels really good. Okay, so now that we've done that, I always go in every morning and every night, first and foremost, with some kind of hydrating essence or a toner. And today, this is a well-loved product, okay? But I absolutely love the Then I Met You Giving Essence. So I just like to put a thin layer over my face because I love a good eye mask, But a lot of the times I find that while I am trying to hydrate my under eyes, everything else in the interim, in the 10, 15 minutes that I'm supposed to leave those eye masks on, every other part of my face dries out. So I like to put at least a little essence on before I go in with whatever mask I decide to use that day. And then if you have any extra, of course, take it down to your hands because your hands need love too. They also show signs of aging. So, we want to be as generous with it as possible. So here in the front part, I actually have all of my eye masks. I actually like to buy the tubs of eye masks, and I just ran out of my True Botanicals, but I ordered from Beauty Pie. They have their eye masks, and I was going to use it, but they're very juicy, especially in the beginning. So I didn't want something that was going to fall down my face. So I'm just going to use the one-time use eye masks for today. And I am going to choose, these are very sticky. They're amazing. These are the Topicals brightening eye masks. And they like spider monkey your under eyes. I mean, they have your under eyes in a death grip. So these are the ones that I'm going to choose today. And they're super cute. They're super fun. But like I said, very strong. So now, I'm not sure if there is a consensus on whether you're supposed to put the bigger or the smaller end on either part of the eye. But I don't know. This setup always just seemed a little bit more natural to me, where the tiny part goes in the corner of your eye. But who knows? Quick intermission. I forgot about my lip balm. Today, I'm using the Violette FR Balm Amour, and I'm just going to quick put it on my lips. And it has such a fun little scent. Kind of reminds me of, remember when we used to have those lip smackers, right? And we're back. I had asked Winnie if she wanted to Vanna White my face mask collection for me, and she said, absolutely not.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. My name is Winnie, the Mini Mirror Hero, and I'm coming to you live from my beach chair on the balcony to let you know that everything my mom talks about today will be included in the description box below with our tiddlywinks. Oh wait, not tiddlywinks, affiliate links. Which means that if you use those links below to make a purchase at no cost to you, it really helps us to support our channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
So I am flying solo today, but I wanted to walk you through some of my favorites and also just kind of talk about why face masks. They just seem kind of silly and trivial, but I genuinely believe that in anything, like in sports, in life, the best offense is always a good defense, right? I want to build up the health of my skin, so that way I need to use less and less corrective makeup, and I can really embrace the natural beauty that comes with really taking care of your skin and your face. So I thought I'd walk you through my top picks and let's get started. Okay, so now I tend to travel quite a bit. So what I have been loving is the Lululemon 7-packs, because if I'm going to someplace, any place longer than 3 days, then I love these packs. And this one I got is kind of new. It's this Hokkaido melon mask. Helps to moisturize, and I don't know, I just love the package. I'm loving the energy. So I got one for an upcoming trip. And then the Lululemon Precious, I've got Precious Red and Precious Clear. I don't know, it sounds legit. So we're going to make it work. But I really do love these. And, it kind of helps out the environment. The one and done packs, as much as I love them, I try to help out Mother Earth whenever I can. So here we go. Then we've got, so these are kind of funny. So I've got these Talika masks, which I like, but just one caveat. These are a 3-parter, right? So they've got the actual gel face mask. It's like a sheer netting on one side, and then it has a plastic sheet on the other side to kind of sandwich in the gel mask. But I genuinely feel like I'm on some Apollo 13 mission. What is it? Like you get a tube sock, you get some dental floss, and you have to like whittle together this face mask. It's like way too much in the morning. I mean, I can't even negotiate my pack of oatmeal. So it's just a little bit too much for me. But on those days, or rather those nights when I am fully capable of negotiating these masks, I do kind of like them. Then let's talk about rice ferments. So I'm a huge fan of SK2 Essence, but this is their essence in face mask form. So it's very juicy. It's really good. And SK2 actually has their proprietary patented skin fermenting ingredient, which they refer to as Patera. So this is a 15-minute mask, and I do like it. It is quite pricey, so, you got to use it sparingly. But its cousin, I'd say, is the Desai face mask, and I love these. These are my number one. These are my ride or dies. So number one, they have the rice ferment, which, helps with anti-aging and brightening. But also, I just love the texture of this mask. It's, I want to say, a much thicker, almost cottony feeling mask, and it just fits perfectly to my face. Anyone who's done a lot of face masks in their day know that sometimes like it'll sag down, it'll flop over, it'll get into your hairline. Like this fits my face perfect. Whoever created this mask, I salute you. You get the Mirror Hero Medal of Honor. So that is probably my number one face mask. Oh, also a quick comparison. The reason why this has eked out first place is because this is only a 10-minute mask, especially when I'm getting ready in the morning. I don't know if I necessarily have 15 or 20 minutes, to do a face mask. 10 minutes I absolutely have because I can just make myself breakfast, and I can get ready for the day. 15 to 20 minutes, that's time I really just don't have to give. So that's why these are just perfect for me in every way. Oh, but then a face mask that I guess I would say is rice ferment adjacent is from the House of Doa. Now, I love this mask, and I have a little, face mask applicator that I use, but this smells so good. Now, rice happens to be my carb of choice food-wise, and so the fact that this just smells so heavenly of toasted rice, I can't get enough. You put it on for 10 minutes and then you wash it off. So sometimes I'll put it on before I head into the shower, just so that way I can wash it off real quick. But this is awesome. And you can just get it on Amazon. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend. This is definitely top 5. Yeah, top 5. Oh, okay. So next I'm going to talk about two. I'm kind of going to pair these together, even though they're not the same brand. But the Pyeongchang Yule face mask and then the Solwasu face masks. So these two I'm pairing together. I really enjoy them because they're more serum based. So they're a little bit stickier, a little bit juicier, but they pack a punch. These are the real heavy hitters in my mind of where you're going to see brightening and you're going to see those benefits relatively quickly. And it just feels substantial. It's almost like I paid for a bottle of their serum that they just poured into this mask. And so it makes me feel good. I feel validated. And these are 100% legit. Okay, the next set that I'm going to talk about is actually more so focused on an ingredient, not necessarily a brand, but anything that has centella, mugwort, Sika, those are your superheroes of soothing, calming ingredients. And so when your face is very angry with you, like when I used just a little bit too much tretinoin the night before, these are my powerhouses of calming and soothing energy. So I love to use these. I always have these on backup. I would say these are not glamorous or sexy, but they really, really help in a pinch. And I always have them on me, especially when I'm traveling, because sometimes you don't know what kind of climate you're getting into, or if your skin is just going to be raging after getting off the plane. So I always pack these with me whenever I'm traveling, or just honestly to have them on hand is a win-win. Okay, last but certainly not least, I have my eye masks. So like we quick touched on before, the Topicals Brightening Eye Mask is lovely. I mean, look at these, have not budged. They have not moved. I mean, these babies just hug the cheekbones. I mean, they're wonderful. So I can't rave enough about them. And whenever they're on sale, or if I can grab a pack at Sephora, always do. No notes, no regrets. And then, like I said, I try to help out Mother Earth whenever I can. I did get the Dew reusable eye masks, and I have a tiny little Haru Haru Wonder black rice bakuchi oil eye cream. And in a pinch, this is a winner. Don't sleep on this one. I mean, sleep on it, but you could sleep with it. But this is a really good combination, and it's pretty nifty for travel, especially when you don't want to use the super, super actives, anything super strong when you're traveling. The bakuchi oil, Haru Haru, it's light, it's gentle, and I really enjoy it. It's got a cute little pump. And then, these are goodies, and they're super cute. So I've got the Elemis eye masks and I've got the Wander eye masks. Both good. These are a little bit cuter because I get them in the rose gold. But the Elemis ones, I'd say target fine lines and wrinkles, which, I'm never going to say no. You don't have to ask me twice. And then for fun, I was in Japantown. I'm here in San Francisco. I was in Japantown and I got the cutest little eye masks. I mean, do they do anything? I have no idea, but I just kept them for like a really fun time. If I'm ever invited to a sleepover, I'm not sure, but I just can't wait to use them. So there's a little Calming Cloud by Krim. And then Gudetama eye mask. Look at, he's a little egg yolk. So precious. So I'll use these one morning when I just need a little pick-me-up, but I just thought they were so cute. And I think they target hydration, puffy eyes, the usual, but I just thought they were so cute. Okay, so I think I've covered all of my faves, my tried and trues, my ride or dies, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today so we could save face together and really build up the health of our skin. So to all of you mirror heroes out there, have a wonderful day, the rest of your week, and I will see you back here in front of the mirror.
Have a great day, Mirror Heroes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.